Solving an inequality with variables in both sides. This is a question from your wall map. Notice how you have 14x on one side and 20x on the other, and in between them you have your inequality sign. You need to get those variables on one side in order to get the variable by itself. So you have two options here. You can either subtract 14x or from both sides, or subtract 20x from both sides. I probably subtract 14 because 20 minus 14 is positive 6, but for the purposes of this question, I wanted to show you what happens when you have a negative. I'm going to subtract 20x from both sides. 20x plus 3 is greater than or equal to 12 plus 14x. So I'm going to eliminate one of the variables, and I'm going to subtract 20x from both sides. All right, I get 3 is greater than or equal to 12 minus 6x. I'll take a 12 off each side. Now I have negative 9 and is greater than or equal to negative 6x. And here comes that one huge difference that we have to watch out for. See how I'm going to have to divide both sides by negative 6 to get x by itself? When you divide both sides by a negative or multiply both sides by a negative, you must flip the sign. This is the only difference between solving an equation and solving an inequality. Now, negative 9 divided by negative 6, both of those are divisible by 3, and two negatives when you divide make a positive. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 6 divided by 3 is 2. See how the open side of the symbol is towards the x? If you look up above here, you'll see that the open side is towards the x. So I'm going to keep it that way. And the point is towards the 3 halves. So my answer is x is greater than or equal to 3 halves. One last thing to point out. If you look at the directions here, it says enter your answer as an integer or as a reduced fraction. So in this case, 3 halves is 1.5, the same thing as. It's looking for a fraction, so you're going to leave it exactly as it is, 3 halves.